So, we're live with the podcast, and I know yesterday I did do a podcast episode because a lot of crazy shit happened. So, anyway, today's episode, we originally were going to do the Neil Breen Twisted Pair, but fortunately, the video link and everything's got taken down by Neil Breen. So anyway, I found these videos, these amazing videos that have been up for 3 years. I didn't even realize that they existed. Called Corey Feldman's Music. And, I mean, there's been a lot of things that happened with the Corey Feldman and stuff, like the god-awful Lifetime movie, The Tale of Two Coreys. And Corey Feldman's been in a lot of hot water with accusations of domestic violence and abuse to sexual assault. He may have been cleared of it, but it doesn't mean he's, forever cleared of it. He's more, reputation's been destroyed. So, anyway, we're going to kick off the intro and we will start the morning topics. I wouldn't say morning topics, but one topic I really want to talk about. So let's get the intro going, shall we? So, today's a good day. And one article caught my eye. And I would say one thing about it. It raises a lot of points. So, this article on Cosmic Book News. Marvel fans ruin Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the article talks about how different the movies are. The history of it. There's a lot of good points to it. And this article is correct, in my opinion. Here's how it starts. And what comes to no surprise, Kevin Feige's Marvel zombie audience is apparently responsible for ruining Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. The writer states, I refer to them as zombies because they eat up everything Marvel, even if it's not any good. And follows the masses much like a brain-dead zombie horde. That is true. That is really fucking true. to every degree. When I talk about DC films with my family members who are Marvel fans, they bring up the negativity and basically the same shit by saying, well, Marvel movies are better because, DC's darker. It's too dark. It's a dark movie. It's like, it's fucking Batman. What do you expect? Well, it's too dark. It's a dark film. Batman's a dark character. DC films were made to be sort of dark and not dreadful, but dark, realistic and stuff. Hello, Catwoman. And DC films, I liked how they started, the Snyder films. Mind you, there are some flaws, but every film, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's always some flaws that, for example, Avengers, all the bad guys died Phantom Menace style. Once Iron Man went through the hole that the Sky shit out the villains and threw a rocket in there, boom, it blows up and all the villains die Phantom Menace style. And Iron Man falls. And do you ever have Schwaba? Basically, that's the whole point of it. It was very stupid. It was just, cheesy. It's cheesy popcorn flick, is, what it is. The info comes from Snyder storyboard artist on Twitter, Jay Olivia, who did a lot of DC animated films, directing a lot of them. He wrote, I'm sure a lot of important WB executives are noticing what trending on social media. Why would they have an intern to bug higher ups about it? Olivia responded to a fan. Do you know what interns do at the studios? Executives have smartphones and are constantly on social media. By the way, I'm working on the new Scoob movie. Olivia announced that, of course, he's working on the Scooby-Doo film. Which I'm excited for, by the way. I'm excited to see that film. I fucking love Scooby-Doo, and I am so excited to see this film. I'm just, pumped and excited for it. I can't wait to see it. It looks really good. I love the trailer. I watched it 5 times today, and I can't get enough of it. It's one of those films I am just so constantly excited to see. And it reminded me of when the Peanuts movie came out. Me too. It reminded me when the Peanuts movie came out. I watched that trailer. I even cried seeing Snoopy fly in the plane and go up against the Red Baron. I was just so fucking excited for that film. And I'm actually happy they never did a sequel to the Peanuts movie. It's too perfect. It started out and ended perfectly. There is no point of doing a sequel to the Peanuts movie. I especially when Fox is owned by Disney, I just don't want to see it. Because Disney would PC and ruin that film to the point where I would get frustrated watching it, So, Olivia continues with the mention, apparently WB executives were influenced by social media to make Justice League more like a goofy Marvel movie. He wrote, in fact, the whole mess is because WB executives read social media and believe it to be a gospel truth. The whole, it's too dark, needs more jokes, it's colorless, it should be more like a Marvel movie, etc. You can trace it back to the bandwagon on social media. So yeah, I think it works, Olivia said. He was pissed. Because Olivia worked on the storyboards of the DC films with Snyder. From Dawn of Justice to Justice League, Snyder's version. So he knows what he's talking about. And he's right. Marvel zombies, or as I call them, Marvel stains, ruined the DC Extended Universe films. That's why they are the way they are today. That's why we have shit like Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. And that's why we're going to have the Wonder Woman monkey foot, in my opinion. Marvel fans who go basically to every damn Marvel movie, who don't read comics, basically spewed the same diarrhea shit all over everything. You can't have two superhero universe films be different. Apparently they have to be the same. Everything has to be the same. I mean, if Christopher Nolan's movies were made after the Avengers films, we wouldn't have the Dark Knight trilogy the way it is. I mean, I don't think Nolan would bend over backwards for DC. He'd be basically telling them to piss off. But they would ruin them. They would be like, Christian Bale is too dark. His voice isn't right. His Batman performance isn't right. They'd be saying like Heath Ledger's Joker is too dark and violent. They would complain about Bane and Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. They would complain about anything that brings joy to some DC fans. Marvel fans are insufferable ass clowns, in my opinion. The Marvel movie fans, the comic book fans, they're great. I had a conversation with a Marvel Comics fan, in fact, talking about Spider-Man and, Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a decent conversation. But we both agreed on one thing, which was funny. How the Marvel Spider-Man films are not like the Sam Raimi ones. It was actually funny. We both agreed that Venom was a good film, and how Sony really can get good films out, but Marvel, Disney, seems to be in the same phase area of films. And it kind of worries me how they're going to do X-Men. Because you have people who are saying, Xavier and Magneto should be black. I have nothing against it. I mean, it's interesting to hear the idea of Denzel Washington playing Magneto. But I still like Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender. I think Michael Fassbender would be great as Mr. Freeze. Even though I'm more for, Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley, I would love to see play Charles Xavier. It really shouldn't be about what race they are. They should be what age they are. I think Xavier and Magneto should be older characters. Older, wiser characters. In my opinion. The article goes on to say, DC films are better dark. Leave the goofy stuff to Marvel. The article writer states, unfortunately, DC executives chose to listen to the Marvel zombie-type fans, who are arguably the vocal minority, especially on Reddit and Twitter. We could simply point out the recent Joker movie example for darker comic book movies with a huge success, which laughs in the face of Marvel fans. Joker happens to be the most profitable comic book film of all time. Even more profitable than the Disney Marvel's Endgame and Infinity War. Which is true. I've said it before on the show that Disney blew a lot of money on Endgame and Infinity War to bring in the cast of all the Disney Avengers films. Especially Robert Downey Jr., who walked out with a big fat check. I always laugh at, like, no wonder Robert Downey Jr. smiles at comic book conventions, because he knows, he's like, I'm walking out of here with a big fat fucking check in this film. And it's always funny though, because he's like, it's always funny though, a lot of people are like, are you going to come back for a Disney Marvel film? He goes, I don't know if I can. I don't know if, the direction they're going. And he's probably like, they can't fucking afford me. Somewhere he is like laughing his way to the bank, and you couldn't blame him. I mean, they even asked him to take a pay cut so they could bring in other cast members, and he agreed to it willingly. But somewhere he's like saying to his agent, "Make sure I get a lot of money off the DVDs, first 5% of the box office. We're gonna take these fuckers to the bank." Somewhere he's saying that. So I'm disappointed that he didn't get to do Perry Mason. I was really hoping he would. Then he decided to be a producer of it. I was just like, man, they could have gotten Vincent D'Onofrio. He could have played Perry Mason. But, no one can play Perry Mason like the original actor, who did a fantastic job. He was in Ironside, by the way. The good news is WB executives that messed up Snyder's Justice League appear to no longer be involved with the DC movies. As new executives are in charge, executives that ironically been involved with WB's popular successful horror films. The questions are if Wonder Woman is facing the same problems due to Marvel's approach to James Gunn's apparently goofy take on the Suicide Squad. It's worth mentioning that Shazam didn't do all that well. Sadly, it's true. Shazam, it's a good film, but I was kind of tired of the jokes and stuff throughout the parts of the film. I love the Batman part. I laughed at it because I thought it was pretty funny. But the thing about it is, Marvel fans drove away a lot of DC's people. They drove away the Ben Affleck. They drove away Henry Cavill. They drove away a lot of good directors that were going with different takes and stuff. I'm happy for what they're going to be moving forward with Black Adam, which the concept art they released, done by Jim Lee and Boss Logic, which looks really good. I'm really excited for it. And I'm excited for Jumanji, The Next Level, I think is what it's called. Level Up or something, I forget. I'm excited for it. It looks really like a good movie. Danny DeVito's involved, to take my money. Danny Glover's involved, take my money. He's not too old for the shit. I'm excited for it. But the thing that always bothers me to this day is, what would Ben Affleck's Batman be like? His Batman film. Some say that was like the darkest Batman story ever written. And he has a new movie coming out. It looks really good. And it's really like a film that's close to home for him, because he's playing a guy who has alcohol problems and he ends up becoming a basketball coach. And he's dealing with all his personal demons and stuff. It's basically Ben Affleck playing himself. His former self, really. And Jumanji is amazing. It is an amazing movie. I can't even believe there's an actual board game called Jumanji. I seen it at the store. I was like, oh shit. Looks like the original. And it is. It's like a original art on the first Jumanji board game from the first Jumanji film. Looks really cool. I never played it. I never played Jumanji, so... The article continues. Regarding Kevin Feige's Marvel movies, they recently came under fire by legendary directors Martin Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola for not being considered cinema. Feige simply releases the same movie over and over again with zero stakes. It is true. That is true. Like, every Marvel movie is always the same. It's always the same story plot line. I mean, not the plot line, but the same formula. The same story formula. Beginning, middle, ending with a laugh. Always the same. Nothing really changes in their formula. It's always the same movie. That always bothered me. Like when I went in to see Infinity War, I went in, I was like, this isn't a bad movie. I kind of knew what was going to happen. I kind of walked in, I was like, I know what the fuck's going to happen. Loki's going to, air quote, die. Thanos is going to take his army. They're going to go to Earth. They did. They go to battle. They go into space. Avenger teams go into separate different directions. The Avengers and the Outsiders Avengers. I guess that's what they're called. They go to war. And they all lose. Like, the ending was like, I knew what the fuck was going to happen at the end. It's like that ending was coming a mile away. And the thing about it, it wasn't that bad of a movie. It was just, I really didn't feel invested in it. I really didn't feel emotionally invested in this film. Because, you know, when you make a movie, for example, like The Dark Knight films, I was like, the Dark Knight trilogy, I was like invested. I was like, can't wait to see what happens. It's like when they announced The Dark Knight Rises. After the epic story of The Dark Knight, I was like, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm invested. I can't wait to see how did Gotham change after the Joker. You know, they don't mention the Joker, but you know what happened. You know what happened, how it changed everybody, especially Gordon and Batman and Alfred. You know how it happened. You just go in there and you're like, I can't wait to see what happens. And it really was The Dark Knight Rises is a really good film. Kind of has the mixture of Dark Knight Returns and a bit of No Man's Land because Gotham's cut off from the world. Especially by military, which blows up the bridges. It was insane. In my opinion, the movie should have been longer. It should have been longer. It should have been a longer movie. It should have been like really a 2-part film, in my opinion. It should have been like 2-part film. Like it ends with Bane breaking Batman's back. And he gets thrown in the pit. And the first acts of the next film starts in the pit. It really shows everybody around Bruce, how they're dealing with things, and all of a sudden Batman comes back with a new suit and shows like an armor bat suit, and he just takes Bane right the fuck out. That's how it should end. In my opinion. That's how it should have ended. It should have been a 2-part movie, in my opinion. Green tea's pretty good. I'm drinking green tea, by the way. I've been dealing with allergies and stuff. So, anyway. Let's see. Scorsese states, I was asked recently about Marvel movies. I answered it. I said, I've tried to watch a few of them, and they're not for me. It's like, no shit, you're the dude who directed Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Casino. No shit. You're the guy who directed a lot of those good films. That they seem to me to be closer to theme parks than going to the movies, as I know I loved them throughout my life. And that is the end. I don't think they are cinema. I don't think they're cinema. Snyder referred to Feige's MCU films simply as popcorn flicks. Scorsese's right. I mean, when you really watch the films, they're more like a theme park. There's an up, there's a down. It's a roller coaster of, not emotions, but roller coaster of excitement and joy. There's an animated movie for SpongeBob coming out 2020, like Scooby-Doo. Trailer is out. They made another SpongeBob movie? Wow. This Marvel fan wrote, this one is ridiculous. Article, very funny though. See, that's really what it is. It's like there's really no argument or defense of this. Anyway. Let's see what other articles there are to read. All right. New rumors of the Robert Pattinson Batman suit details. Batman will have a classic look. I gotta read this one. Robert Pattinson thinks Jennifer Lopez would be a great Batman. You mean Batwoman? Let's talk about he talks about the woman who basically ruined Ben Affleck's life. I mean, Jennifer Lopez is batshit crazy. I mean, I heard crazy shit about this woman. I think everybody has. She's the woman who has her assistants not to make eye contact with her. She wants her assistants to have food ready for her without her saying, I'm hungry. This woman's fucking crazy. And she's a terrible actress, in my opinion. She's a terrible actress, singer, basically all around terrible person. Just the addition of actors on actors from Variety. Pattinson sat down with Jennifer Lopez to discuss what drew him to The Dark Knight. He stated he thinks that he thinks that the character as disturbing and struggling to whether he's great or not, which interests the lighthouse actor. Lopez replied to Pattinson, stating he will be an awesome Batman because of his dark and brooding nature, traits Pattinson typically attracted by when he choosing roles. I think he'll be a great Batman, an awesome Batman, seriously, because he's a dark character. Pattinson reacted to Lopez's comments by saying, "Thanks a lot, you too." So, I remember she kind of took a dig at Ben Affleck when he was going to play Batman. I remember she once said, like, about him that she was asked who would she save if they were drowning, and she basically said, let him drown. Which was kind of like, damn, you're a bitch. Intrigued, Lopez said in return, huh? Pattinson stated, again, you would be as well. Lopez was seemingly shocked and responded, I could be Batman too? I can be Batman. Why not? Later, let's be realistic. Batwoman or Catwoman or Renee Montoya as the question. Batman, objectively not much. She would be great as Batwoman. Because Batwoman sucks, in my opinion. Pattinson said the darndest things in the past. A lot. I remember he even made the comment where he said Batman is not a hero. No, he's a vigilante, so he is sort of right on that one. But I'd be honest, like, I look forward to seeing what he's going to do with Batman. In my opinion. Especially let's get into this one. Then we'll get to the Corey Feldman part of his music and music videos. Or other crazy shit he did. Rumors of details of Pattinson's Batsuit. We'll take a classic look. New rumor indicates that Robert Pattinson's Batsuit for the upcoming Batman could return to a familiar classic design. It's an old one and evokes fair share of camp. Basically, Robert Pattinson's Batsuit will look similar to the Adam West 60s Batsuit minus the yellow and incorporating the Batman trademark white eyes. So, Robert Pattinson's Batsuit will look like the animated The Batman suit. Realistic looking. And when I heard this, I sort of had a Joker-like grin, thinking, oh shit, it's coming back. The classic Batman suit. The classic blue cape, like dark blue, more like it, but it will have the gray and blue suit. Twitter shared the claims where the new Batsuit will be updating the Adam West take from the 60s minus a yellow, incorporating the Batman trademark white eyes. I sort of had this like thought of like, it's going to be cool, but it's not going to be Adam West cool. Not at all. I mean, it's going to have the classic Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil Batsuit. At one time, the Nightfall in the animated series look. But it's not going to have the classic Adam West style, in my opinion. I mean, we're talking about Adam West. One of the best Batmans, in my opinion. As much as I enjoy Christian Bale, Keaton, and Affleck's Batman, even Kilmer. Clooney's on another planet somewhere far away, probably in Pluto. Well, I mean, Pluto's not a planet. It's not considered a planet anymore, but Batman and Robin, Batman is on Pluto. far away from here. But I look forward to see what Robert Pattinson's going to do with this. I mean, if you think about it, it's going to be a challenge for him. And Robert Pattinson likes taking on something that is a challenge. And, I mean, if he can make, if he could work with Kirsten Stewart, who has basically a blank, emotionless face when it comes to something, he'll make this Batsuit work. I know it's kind of a mean thing to say, but it's kind of an honest truth. Greg Wiseman, the creator of the show Young Justice, launches a campaign for a new Gargoyles series. I watched a Gargoyles show. It is... When I was younger, I watched it. It was like a really weird show. It's basically about gargoyles on top of a building becoming heroes, taking on being vigilantes and stuff. And one gargoyle falls in love with a human woman, and the rest is history and stuff. It is a really fucked up show when I look back on it. It was really fucked up. I'm still waiting for the damn Animaniacs cartoon. There was supposed to be like a new Animaniacs series. I am still fucking waiting for that. They announced it back in like 2018. I'm still waiting. Where the hell is my Animaniacs? Oh, no shit. Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus are $12.99, including live sports and TV. Shit. Fuck cable, I'm jumping to that. I mean, that'd be a great cut right there, man. I mean, spent $50 for like Hulu Live. Shit, I could get $12.99 a month for Disney Plus and Hulu. I mean, I haven't seen Disney Plus stuff. Everyone's been asking me, like, did you get Disney Plus? I'm like, no. I ain't buying it. I mean, even though I want to see Lady and the Tramp, the live action version, as much as I want to, I really want to. I love that movie. I mean, it's not like the Aristocats and stuff where, you have cats dancing and playing the piano and shit. Which, looking at that, is like, man, that must be what a catnip high party looks like. You have one cat who's playing the piano. You have cats who, dancing to music. That is like a catnip party. I'm sure there's like catnip all over the table. And they're like, all right, let's get this music going. Let's get this party going. And I'm just looking at it like, no wonder my cat is fucking crazy. I love my cat dearly, but that cat's crazy. It's like running all over the place. Has my poor dog, Lilo, on the couch, in the corner of the couch, like scared to death. Like one small meow, that dog freaks out, and all of a sudden, the cat runs into the living room, jumps on the table, jumps in the chair, runs back. That poor dog is like scared to death. And I always say to Lilo, like, Lilo, are you alright? And she has that expression like, hell no, man, I ain't alright. Got a damn wild cat running around here. Do I look alright? I'm on the couch, scared to death. If I get off this couch, I know I'm going to get attacked. By a crazy psychopath. So... Sometimes that cat scares me. I always wake up when I'm sleeping. And I always feel like I'm being watched. Like somewhere I'm being watched. So, anyway, I haven't seen the Disney Plus stuff. I look forward to seeing it one day. So far I'm like enjoying what I have, which is like DC Universe and Boomerang. I'm enjoying that. Also got YouTube. You can subscribe on my YouTube channel. That'd be great. But anyway. So, Warner Brothers announces their new logo brand and refresh and stuff. Basically, it's blue and white, so I kind of like the old logo, which is kind of like yellow and gold and blue and stuff. Anyway, we're going to talk about Corey Feldman. Feldog. So, for those who don't know who Corey Feldman is, he was in basically 80s films. 80s stuff that everybody loves. He was in Stand By Me, the kid with the burnt ear. He was in The Goonies, Friday the 13th, Lost Boys. Basically, he was in a lot of stuff. License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream. He was also friends with Michael Jackson. So, he was in Friday the 13th, Final Chapter, and Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Those two films. So, he was also in Gremlins. Can't forget that one. So, and he was also Donatello in the first Ninja Turtles, and he did Donatello in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. So, and he was also in, the Ninja Turtles video game as Slash and Minecraft Story Mode. So, and he was also in Psych, my favorite show. So, anyway. Corey Feldman, which I didn't even know. He did music. He did music. I didn't even know he did music. So, he decided to do music called Angels to the Core. And he did it on an Indiegogo campaign where he raised $105,000. An album that he's been working on from 2006 to 2016, which he produced. He did 2 albums. He did a double album. One called The Angelic Funkadactyl to Dance. And The Angelic Rockadello to Rock. So, he was asking fans to help him raise $105,000, but fell short when he raised $14,982. The album was universally panned and regarded as one of the worst albums of all time. Feldman released 2 solo albums titled Love Left in 1992 and former child actor in 2002 to Go For It featuring Snoop Dogg, which peaked number 32 on the Billboard Top 40. I don't know who the hell listened to it. So, I didn't even know this. I listened to this show called Bonfire, which I really enjoyed. Kind of reminds me of Opie and Anthony in a weird way. So, they did like this Corey Feldman thing, and they mentioned his music. They did his music and stuff. And I was just like, I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I have to see this video for myself. So, we're going to play the music. And I'm going to see what this video is about. So, this is on Today's Show, and I don't know if anybody watches Today. I don't. I prefer sleeping in. And I will point this out. The one guy is Billy Bush, and he is an annoying, pompous ass of a person. So, let's play this shit.
If you grew up in the 80s, right here, and you made...
I love how he puts it when he starts out. If you grew up in the 80s, none of us have. I'm glad I wasn't born in the 80s. Shit. I would hate it. No technology. I mean, I shouldn't talk. 90s kid. I fucking hated the 90s. I mean, not really. But technology-wise, I did. I mean, the best part about the 90s was Batman, the animated series. And shit. And plus there was like a lot of 90s cartoons. Batman, the animated series. Superman, the animated series. I don't know who watched it. Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. Tiny Toons. DuckTales. Ooh. I love DuckTales. That was like my favorite cartoon. Arthur. Dexter's Laboratory. Johnny Bravo. Trying to think. Scooby-Doo. They had like a ton of Scooby-Doo. A lot of like cool stuff back in the kids WB stuff era. That was like my shit. And there's Nickelodeon, the Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Doug, Pork Chop. That was his dog's name, by the way. All that. I forget the other shows they did. Like, all that was kind of like, Kenan and Kel. So, anyway, I didn't grow up in the 80s. So, I didn't know what the 80s was like. And if you want to know what the 80s are like, go watch Goldbergs. They will beat the drum to make you like the 80s. Or watch Stranger Things. I love how they put, like, in Stranger Things, where the bald-headed girl, I forget her name, likes waffles. And they made this huge, big-ass deal about Kellogg waffles or something. I forget what it is. Where... Eggo waffles. Eggo waffles. Eggo my Eggo. Eggo's waffles. And I love how they made this big-ass deal about Eggo waffles. I thought it was Kellogg's, but Eggo's. And I wanted to be like, there is waffles everywhere. They're trying to get on this waffle trend. But you know what? Teen Titans Go did that, and they even wrote a fucking song about waffles. So, I know everybody's on this big trend about Eggo waffles, and shaving her head, and dressing like, what's her name? And holding a box of Eggo waffles with a bloody nose, blood coming out of the nose, don't touch my waffles, and all that shit. It is annoying. I hate Stranger Things. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be some people who are like, I love Stranger Things. That was a good show. But it's like, you know what? I cannot watch a show if you're beating the drum over my head about, you need to watch this. I ain't going to watch it. If you're going to, try to force me to watch it, I ain't going to watch it. Fuck that show. I'm like the opposite. I will watch something that people hate. And I'll enjoy it. So, anyway. Let's play this guy's music and let's deal with this guy's... Who smiles at the camera?
Feldman posters on your walls. I'm gonna say it right here. His name is...
Why would you have posters of Corey Feldman? You're a dude. Oh my god, they do that too. Yeah. I have to say this comment about... I haven't watched Stranger Things 2. I tried to, like... I watched the trailer. I don't know if it's... when I saw the trailer and the way the concept is, I was like, oh, they're doing E.T. and Stand By Me. Is basically... Like, watching Stranger Things, it looks like a mixture of Stephen King and Steven Spielberg making a baby together. Is basically what it is. It looks like a show that they would create. And I didn't even know this. Like, Winona Ryder's in it. I didn't even know it. I saw her in the trailer. I was like, shit, that's Winona Ryder. and it's pretty funny though. Like, she was in a lot of Winona Ryder was in Edward Scissorhands, and so that was a good movie, by the way. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. Yeah, she was in Stranger Things. I didn't even know it, and I know they did like a new season of it. I think like they're doing another season coming out. Stranger Things 4. So I haven't seen it. I mean, the show isn't out, so I haven't seen any of the seasons. So I'm more excited about the next Titans episode. So anyway, I gotta say one thing about Corey Feldman and the Angels. He looks like the dude from Star Wars. He's wearing a hoodie. And he looks like Emperor Palpatine. Good. Let the hate flow through you. I think it's his name. I don't know. He looks like the guy that shoots lightning out of his fingertips. Good, young Skywalker. Let the hate flow through you. So, you don't know the power of the dark side. I watched a lot of Star Wars growing up as a kid. That's what happens when you have a dad who's like a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I bought him a water bottle. It's pretty funny though. I went to Party City, and this was like the weekend, last weekend. I went to Party City, and they were having their clearance sale. I was like, oh, I gotta go see what they have there. And this is at the time I was looking for salt, because we were getting a snowstorm. And there was Party City. I was like, oh, I gotta go see what they have in there. They have a clearance, banner, clearance sale. And they were selling all the clearance stuff from Halloween. And I was like walking through there, and I was like, oh man, this is so damn cool. And like, I was just walking around, like looking around, stuff, like, and I saw this Batman, plushie, toy. I wouldn't say toy, but, buddy. You could just put on your bed as a decoration piece or whatever. So, and I have a Catwoman one, so I was like, gonna buy that. Because I took a photo of it. I wish I saved a photo. And they have him on the shelf surrounded by Wonder Woman. Multiple Wonder Womans. I was thinking like, you poor bastard. So I grabbed him, put him in the basket. I'm like, I'm saving you. So And as I was walking, they had like this box barrel thing, and it had like water bottles. And I always buy water bottles because when I work out, I drink a lot of water and stuff. So I found a Batman one, and I was thinking like, I'm gonna buy my dad one because I seen the Darth Vader one. I was like, that's a good one. And I bought my mom one. I bought her a Mother's Day one. I didn't buy my dad one. I didn't buy him a water bottle for Father's Day. So I basically bought him for Father's Day was a Christmas, not a Christmas, National Lampoon's Vacation T-shirt. It had Chevy Chase and his son from the Vacation films, and he never wore the shirt. He never wore the shirt I bought him, and he did it. He did it as a joke towards me because he was mad about the John Cena shirt I bought him. And for those who don't know that story, I bought him a John Cena shirt as a joking gift because I know he hates John Cena. And he made this big ass rant about this John Cena shirt as he was wearing it. I wish I recorded it. So he's wearing this shirt and he's doing his rant. He's like, really? You bought me this shirt. John Cena. Hustle, loyalty, respect. I have no respect for you for buying this shirt. And don't expect loyalty. What am I hustling? And he goes, in the back of it, you can't see me. I'm sure as hell know somebody's gonna fucking see me wearing this shirt. So he did this rant where he's like, in a joking way, because he knows it was a joke gift. And I ended up buying him another shirt because he was either threatening to burn the shirt or give it to my niece, who is a John Cena fan. So he ended up giving it to my niece, and I bought him another shirt, a WWE shirt, and it's Bobby Roode shirt, and it says "Glorious." He threw the shirt at me. But the one that always tops it, that is always the best WWE shirt I ever bought him that really got under his skin, was the Hulk Hogan shirt, which says Hulk rules. And the back says, what you gonna do, brother? He looked at the shirt, he goes, what you gonna do, brother? And he goes, I know what I'm gonna do. And he throws the shirt while keeping eye contact with me. And he says to me, that's what I'm going to do. So, that's what happens when I buy him something. But he did wear the shirt, the National Lampoon's Vacation shirt, eventually. He basically wears it when he goes to bed. He goes, I'm going to bed. I'm like, you're wearing that shirt. He goes, it's a comfortable shirt. So, just my advice, never watch wrestling with him because he gets pissed. Same goes with like football. Used to. We don't have a football team, but we do, technically. XFL team. It isn't going to work, in my opinion. So, anyway. So I ended up buying him this water bottle. And he really likes it. He was like, I like this water bottle. That's a smart gift you ever bought. I was like, I bought it for you because the doctor says you need to drink more water. So I ended up like, he doesn't like drinking plain water because he says it has no flavor. So I ended up buying him flavor packets to enhance the water. So Yeah, I bought him one that it's a Darth Vader and says the dark side and stuff. So, yeah, that's what happened. Party City was kind of fun to go to. I especially like when they do Halloween, because when they have Halloween, they have a lot of stuff for Halloween. Fog machine, smoke machine, fake blood. Wish I would have bought a bottle of fake blood for $1. So, yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, let's get to this Corey thing. I gotta say one thing about the Angels. I'm using air quote Angels. They don't look too happy. Especially the brunette one. There's like 3 blondes and a brunette.
With the decade movies like The Goonies, Stand By Me, License to Drive, he's
wearing a chain mesh hoodie. Now, that is a cool hoodie. If I don't get a hoodie, I'm not doing these shows anymore. I'm kidding, I don't need one. But you're so good. Thank you, love. But the hoodie looks like something out of Assassin's Creed, except he doesn't look cool, and he's making more of an ass out of himself. I bet you $5 this song is going to sound something out of Michael Jackson. I bet you $5, because he is the same dude who will talk about being friends with Michael Jackson for so many fucking years. And I have nothing against Michael Jackson. I'm not I'm not the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the world. I'm not one of those people who buy every something from Michael Jackson. It's not like my fandom of Batman. My fandom of Batman, I'll buy anything with Batman on it. But these people buy anything with Michael Jackson on it. Like, the one thing that bugs me is, it doesn't really bug me, it's something that really creeps me out in a way, is people who try to look like Michael Jackson. Like, do the plastic surgery and dance like him. Like, anyone who dances like Michael Jackson's they always look weird. They always look weird. It's like, I'm not saying, they always look weird because they don't have the moves like Michael Jackson. Like the years of putting in work. Because Michael Jackson was a highly qualified dancer. He was a really good dancer. I will say it. He was really good. And he had a really good voice. But anyone who tries to, like, sound like Michael Jackson or dance like Michael Jackson, they're never going to be Michael Jackson. There's only one. Like, there's only one Adam West. There will never be another Adam West. So, I don't get why he tries to be like Michael Jackson. And it was always funny, though, when people say MJ, I always think of Michael Jordan. So, anyway. He looks so smug and arrogant when they name off his stuff, like The Goonies, License to Drive, Gremlins. He looks smug and arrogant, like, yep, I was in those films. It'd be like me naming off every movie Christian Bale was in. Or anyone who tries to name off Ben Affleck films in front of Ben Affleck. Good Will Hunting. The Town. Gone Baby Gone. Geely. I'm sure he'd be like, fuck yourself. So, anyway.
He's had a passion for singing, and now Corey's got a double CD.
Yes, and we hear it's a labor of love for you. 10 years in the making. It's called...
When is Today ever going to get over the stupid thing where they show a movie album and it's like on an iPhone? Because when I saw it, I thought, like, is that his phone? It kind of looks like mine. So, I don't understand. I don't understand why they put all these like albums and they put them on like show them on like an iPhone. I don't know if they're trying to be hip with the lingo or hip with stuff, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's like TRL. It's like there's no point of bringing back TRL. So let's go on with this.
Angelic to the core, and he's going to sing for us in just a moment. Corey,
The album cover. I know I'm pausing it, but mind you, I'm going to get to the music. The album cover looks something out of Photoshop. It looks like he took a Photoshop course. Mind you, I'm not good with Photoshop myself. I am not fucking good with it. I'm not good with drawing and art. Photoshop, I am shitty at it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like an old person. I don't know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. So, this Photoshop album is, let me describe it in the best way possible. This album cover looks like a bad 80s rock album cover. And I've seen some really bad album covers in my life. I've seen some really bad movie covers. It is like the battlefield of Lord of the Rings in the background. It has like this gold font. Angelic to the core. Not, T-O, it's the number 2. The number 2, the core. And it has him in a fiery ring, wearing his hoodie, his black mesh chain link looking hoodie, being pulled out by 2 angels that look like they are wearing adult angel costumes from Party City. Better yet, Spirit Halloween, because Party City is a family thing. And it has his name in gold, Corey Feldman. It is the worst Photoshop album cover I have ever seen in my life. I've seen some MySpace photo edit stuff in my life, so it is really shitty looking. It looks like a cheap ass album cover. This is like the worst album cover I've ever seen in my life. So anyway, let's get back to this video. Let's go.
10 years in the making. It's called
10 years in the making. So this came out in 2016. So
Angelic
3 years
to the Core.
ago.
He's going to sing for us in just a moment. Corey, good morning to you.
Good morning to you guys. The angelic, I see it all around me.
We see why.
Tell me what's happening.
These women who are his angels, Corey's angels. I love how he ripped off Charlie's Angels. So these women look like one has like a tattoo sleeve. Tattoos are a commentary for another day. But these women don't look happy to be there. I don't know if they are, but like you have 3 blondes and a brunette. And the brunette looks like she's a bass player. It looks like she's been doing music for a while. So you have, let me describe the instruments that they're playing. Then we're going to take a quick break and we'll come back with the video. So you have the bass player, the brunette. The one blonde's on a guitar. One blonde's a keyboard player. One looks like she is a DJ. And you have Corey Feldman who's singing. And I don't know what to think of what they're going to play. So, and I don't know why he has these women dressed as angels, in my opinion. Like, it's like, why would you have a guitarist and a bass player wear angel wings, which they're not? I don't get what his image he's trying to project on all of us. So, anyway, I'm going to skip to past this interview. We will get to the music, and I will take a quick break. I'm going to play real good music. I'm going to play my intro music, the intro song to the show. Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by the band By the Sun. And this is great music. So let's play this. And we'll be right back after this song commercial. So, I feel better. We're back. So, anyway, this Corey Feldman music. Isn't music wonderful? Anyway, you heard some good music. Let's get prepared for the exciting music. So I found out something. There is a movie made, The Tale of Two Corys. So anyway, we're going to do this, we're going to play the interview he gives about his music. And mind you, Feldog's going to give you some insight, man, about his music. You know, basically saying, yeah, man, you know, we've been working on this album, you know, for 10 years. It's a tribute to a lot of things, man, you know. Corey Heyman, my friend. So, That's basically my Corey Feldman impression, because here is how he talks. So, let's play it.
Why this concept?
Well, probably because I know that angels have probably saved me once or twice in my life, and I like helping them as well. That's why I created Corey's Angels, as a way to help girls who are like kind of lost and needed to find their way to get their opportunities, their dreams, and make them realities.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna, ride the coattails of their success, man. Like I did with Corey Haim. So, that is my Corey Feldman impression of the day. So, and no, man, I'm not trying to, sound like Michael Jackson with my dance moves, I need to stop. So, anyway, let's play Feldog's song. I don't even know what the hell the song's called, but fuck it, we're gonna play it. I like how the song starts off with the piano, and all of a sudden he's doing piano music and a bit of, I guess, ballet, and he does, what the fuck's it called? Where the people, dabbing. He does a ballerina dab. I like that. That's not bad. By the piano intro, shit is going down. And he's doing a robot with the piano playing. Oh shit. Alright, let's play this.
Hit the club, tell them.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh my god. He just did dance moves. He just did dance moves straight out of SpongeBob SquarePants. Remember the episode, The Talent Show, where the talent show where Squidward is dancing? He just did that move. Oh my god. But mind you, this is the Today Show. This has to be around 8 or 9 a.m., 7, 8, 9 a.m. And there's people getting up, and all of a sudden you're hearing this. You're hearing this as you're brushing your teeth or making your coffee, and you're thinking, like, what the fuck was that? And you realize, oh, it's a Today Show, and I don't even know. Wait, is that Corey Feldman? I'm sure somewhere he's on Twitter going, yeah, man, that was me, and I'm doing my album with, Corey's Angels, and, we're going to be playing live on the Today Show, Watch me make an ass out of myself while I'm wearing my Assassin's Creed hoodie. So, that is what's going on. Feldog is doing his thing. So, let's play it. I bet you $5 right now he sounds like Michael Jackson. So let's play it. Yep, he sounds like Michael Jackson. He's doing his Michael Jackson. They're gonna put you in the ground. So, this looks awful. This whole thing looks awful. And I don't want to sound like a jerk to the guitarist, but man, she looks like she's been doing drugs. I'm not making accusations or assumptions, but she looks high. Like Corey Feldman, high of doing this music. I hate this song. I hate this song. I'm sorry. I really do. I don't like this song. You know, I don't get Corey Feldman's, air quotes, artistic style. Because the whole thing looks like a wild mess. Like a wild cocaine and alcohol mess. You have women dressed as angels. You have him dressed as, Kylo Ren from Star Wars. I didn't even realize how short he is as a person. He's a short dude. You have annoying Skrillex music. I don't even know what the hell music Skrillex does, to be quite honest with you. Dubstep or something? I don't know. Trying to go in with rock. Now, there is no drummer. I guess they couldn't get a female drummer. I don't know. But this is all a mess. I don't know much about music, but when I think of rock, I think of... I don't even know if this is the funky album, angelic funk album, or angelic rock album. I don't know. But all of this is a mess. And I know he's probably going to be like, you don't understand, man. I'm going with music. I'm going with my artistic style of music. You can't understand that. I really don't understand this album. I don't get what he's going with it. And I know he somehow, his agent or manager or whatever probably got him on the Today Show going like, Mr. Feldman knows some stuff about Hollywood and a lot of stuff. That'd be big news. I mean, mind you, he's the same man who was asking people for money to do a documentary exposing Hollywood's dirty secrets. Nobody bought it. You know why? I'm sure because of this album. They'd be like, wait, you want us to give you money to make a documentary? And we gave you money to make this album. It wasn't really that good. It's artistic, man. It's artistic. So anyway, let's continue on with this god-awful Today Show performance. Somehow this went viral. I can see why. That woman is lip singing. That woman, the DJ, she's lip singing. I just discovered that. So. Oh, he removed the helmet. I mean, sorry, the not the helmet, but the he removed his hoodie. It was a hoodie, So you got the entire angel singing. They don't even sound like actual angels. They sound like women who are like, help me. Get me away from this weirdo. He is short. He is... The brunette chick is taller than him. Oh God, he just twerked in front of that woman. I hate this album. Oh God, he's more of his dancing. This is a song definitely written about Michael Jackson. This is a song he wrote about Michael Jackson's trial, accusations, and, you know, I bet you $5 he wrote the song about Michael Jackson. Go for it. He did this song which has Snoop Dogg in it. I bet you Snoop Dogg isn't even in this fucking live performance. How did he get Snoop Dogg to do this? I'm sure somewhere he's like, hey, Snoop Dogg, you wanna do this album with me? This song? Go for it. I'm sure he's like, no, I don't want to do this album with you. I got weed. I'll be there. I'm sure that's how he got Snoop Dogg to do this album, this song with him. So, let's move on to one Corey Feldman song to another. This is his Ascension Millennial. Just by this music video, it looks awful. I can't wait to hear people's response about my Corey Feldman impression. Oh. Alright. Let's start from the beginning of this music video. Oh, boy. I got a bad feeling by this music video. And holy shit, there's 10,000 dislikes and 5,000 likes on this music video. Okay, the music video kicks off with him waking up in bed with some chick. I guess it's either his wife, girlfriend, I don't know. I'm already annoyed by the song. Just by the intro of the song. I'm going to play the intro for you. Mind you, this will probably give you a headache. It might get stuck in your head. You might want to kill me just for playing the song. I don't know. So, I'm going to play the intro. So, here it is. Now, I can understand if that type of intro would work for Talking Heads or some 80s band. This guy must be stuck in the 80s. He's got to be stuck in the 80s. Somehow his mind is like stuck in the 80s. This video is so tacky. This video is like tacky. So it's a camera following him. Now he's taking a shower. His hair is wet. He has mascara on. He's slicking his hair back. How many women are living with him? Like, this poor chick has a TV, like, an old TV with, like, a DVD gaming system on top. How many people are living with him in his house? What is he, like Hugh Hefner or something? Alright. First chorus of the song. The intro sounds like shit. Oh my god, he's wearing a Michael Jackson jacket. And he's wearing Michael Jackson gloves. And the whole course of it, essential, millennial. It sounds like shit. Would you imagine hearing that? Like, hearing that song play on the radio? Essential, millennial. Somehow you would be like, I'm gonna run off the fucking road. Like, you're gonna be like, wanting to turn off the radio, or kick the radio, and just hearing that song. But then find the radio DJ who's like, we need to play this song, this is a really good song. And they're gonna get their ass kicked. Hearing that song. Essential Millennial. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the podcast. We're going to wrap up, the podcast after this video. So, let's play this. Oh, look, the dude from Lord of the Rings who was in... Oh, Goonies reference. Yippee. Okay, so he's going to his pool. Neon energy drink. He's acting like he's Michael Jackson. There's a lot of neon energy drink banners in the background. I guess they paid for the video. I hate this song. Essential Millennial. I hate this song. I hate this video. No wonder people gave it 10,000 There's no wonder there's 10,000 dislikes. This video is shit. Oh boy. Now they're in a dance club part of the house. And he's got a hat. Oh. Get ready for the Michael Jackson dance moves. Oh. I hate this video already. Dude, I don't get why he has to do the Michael Jackson dance moves. Michael Jackson could have wrote better songs and performed them better. Why is this dude wearing eyeliner? That's what it is, eyeliner, not mascara. Now he's eating food. This whole video is basically a camera following him throughout what his day's like. Now he's sitting watching TV. Basically, this whole video is him like, this is what my day's like, man. This is what the Feldog's doing. Essential Millennial. Like, this is basically his band. I guess they quit. You wouldn't blame him though. So basically, and all the walls are going down, man. They're performing in front of a live crowd, man. I hate this video. So anyway, this is the wrap-up of the podcast. So, anyway. It's been a blast for this show. Sorry about that. So, anyway, tomorrow's show we will do more of the, I guess it's going to be kind of the kickstart for the Corey Feldman Feldog episodes. Because someone, like, of course, wrote about, like, you know, the Corey Feldman show, the two Coreys. Thanks, love. So, I haven't seen, I heard about them doing a reality show of the two Coreys, because Corey Haim was, who of course sadly passed away, was a really good actor. And I remember Corey Feldman was involved in making a movie on Lifetime, The Tale of Two Coreys, and basically tarnished and ruined a dead man's reputation, presenting it like he was, you know, Feldog was like the badass one, the more sensible one, the one with more common sense. And Corey Haim was like a wild child doing drugs and having sex with older men and all this crazy shit. Like, he basically ruined this guy's life and his reputation. And everyone kind of knew it's bullshit. I mean, he's a guy who just did essential millennial music and all these weird things. Like, there's been a lot of weird shit about Corey Feldman, and I really want to do episodes about him. Like, there's been accusations of him assault and battery of women. Some of them were the Angels, the ones who were in his band. Him smoking pot while driving a tour bus. And I want to do many episodes about this guy, about who he is. I mean, in the front, yeah, he does really bad, shitty music, but behind all of it, there's got to be a shitty person. So, tomorrow's episode will be more about Corey Feldman and more about his crazy stupidity. We will talk about comic books. I did read Batman 82. It was a really good issue. I look forward to seeing what happens next. Even I think the next issue will be out by the end of this month, I guess. I don't know. And Tom King's end of Batman will be in December. So I look forward to seeing what happens in that one. So anyway, today's episode is officially a wrap, and I really enjoyed doing this episode. And my opinion of my opinion of his music is basically, if you really like really bad music, check it out. So anyway, I'm Josh, and this is the podcast, and I will see you all tomorrow's episode, Feldog 2. So, anyway, bye.